of engagement. Say that. 5 rules of engagement. These are the rules you should follow if you're being bothered at school by a bully. Everybody knows what a bully is. Some mean kids, boy, girl, doesn't matter, picking on you with words, picking on you with fists, picking on you with anything. Picking on you with anything, okay? Any kind of picking on you, this is what we're talking about here. These are the rules you follow to how to deal with this thing, because you're learning jiu-jitsu, how to fight in here. This is going to tell you when and how to use these things, when and how to use your jiu-jitsu. So we're going to go over these rules real quick here. Number 1, avoid the fight if at all possible. Say that. Avoid the fight if at all possible. We're learning jiu-jitsu in here for self-defense. We're not learning jiu-jitsu to go out and start fights. So you don't fight unless you have to, and I'll tell you when that is in a minute. But the point here is that we use these techniques, takedown, mount, all that stuff. We use these techniques only when we are attacked. That's rule number 1. Avoid the fight if at all possible. Rule number 2, if physically attacked, defend yourself. Let's say that together. If physically attacked, defend yourself. So come here, John Paul. What's a physical attack? A physical attack, if I'm a bully and I'm picking on John Paul, hands down. If I'm a bully and I'm picking on John Paul, a physical attack is with my body of some kind. Like my hand or my fist, or maybe I spit on him, maybe I throw a rock at him. Those are all physical attacks, okay? Okay, thank you, John Paul. So, if you're physically attacked, it's okay to defend yourself. If some bully walks up and hits you or throws you down, it's okay to use your hands and your physical body to defend yourself. That's when you should use your jiu-jitsu. So don't hesitate. Don't worry about, am I going to get in trouble with my mom? Don't worry about, am I going to get in trouble at school? If someone's physically attacking you or choking you or whatever, if they're doing that, don't let yourself get beat up or attacked just because you're afraid of getting in trouble at school. Don't do that. So you have the rule right now to know when to use your jiu-jitsu. That's if you're physically attacked. All right. Rule number 3. If verbally attacked, use the 3 T steps. Say that. If verbally attacked, use the 3 T steps. I'm going to tell you what those are right now. The 3 T steps are talk, tell, tackle. Let's say that again. Talk, tell, tackle. All right, John Paul, I'll borrow you again, buddy. All right, so he's just standing there minding his own business, and I'm the bully. John Paul is the innocent kid. Verbally attacking someone is using what?
Your hands.
Your words. No, physical is hands. Verbal is words. So I'm calling him a dummy. I'm calling him stupid. Those are verbal attacks. You don't punch someone for a verbal attack. Hey, John Paul, I think you're dumb. He doesn't go wham and hit me. Okay, we only defend ourselves if we're physically attacked. If you're verbally attacked, you use the 3 T steps. This is where we use our mental jiu-jitsu, our mind. Okay, and here's what we're going to do: talk, tell, tackle. So the first thing you do, if someone's verbally bullying you with words, saying mean things to you over and over, is number 1, you talk to the bully. You talk to the bully. Tell them to leave you alone. So John Paul, you can say, hey man, just stop. Quit calling me that. You know what I mean? You can do something like that. Hey man, I don't like being called an idiot. Please stop. You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing you do. That's how you talk to the bully. Thanks, John Paul. All right. The second thing you do, bully's bothering you, calling you stupid, watermelon head, ugly, and you talk to him. Hey, I don't like being called watermelon head. Please stop. Don't do that. It doesn't work. He keeps coming. He keeps bothering you, words every day. Words do hurt. You ever heard that phrase? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
Yeah, I heard that.
You ever heard that? It's not true. It's not true. Words hurt. Words hurt for a long time, and everybody knows it. Words hurt more than fist hurt. Sometimes you get hit in the face, you have a black eye, it goes away. Someone calls you names over and over, that could hurt your whole life. You see what I'm saying? So, if we got to stop this kind of thing. So, if you talk to the bully and it doesn't stop, next thing you do, tell the teacher. That's the tell part. Hey, Mrs. Jones, this guy, Johnny Heath, he keeps calling me stupid. Please tell him to stop. That's step 2. Okay? All right, so you've talked to the bully. You've told the teacher, talk, tell. It doesn't work. He's still calling you stupid, still calling you hamburger head. What are you going to do? That's when you have to tackle. But first we use a mental tackle. Remember, we're just using our mental jiu-jitsu right now. We're not physically tackling anybody yet. Just mental tackle. Mental jiu-jitsu. We're going to stop him with our mind and our words. So here's what we say. We've got one technique in mental jiu-jitsu. We've got thousands of techniques in, the regular physical jiu-jitsu. Here in mental jiu-jitsu, we have one technique. It's just this phrase. And we're going to learn this phrase together. You ready? All right, here it goes. Hey, are you challenging me to a fight? Let's say that together. Hey, are you challenging me to a fight? So the idea here is that the bully's been calling you names all the time. You've told him to stop. You've told the teacher. You got to stop it. No one's going to stop this now but you. So this is how we do it. We're going to kind of push them to the brink, so to speak. Push them to the edge. Hey, are you challenging me to a fight? In other words, are you wanting to hurt me or something like that? That's the idea, is to try to get this, to see if he wants to attack you physically. If he does, if he says, John Paul, yeah, I am challenging you to a fight, fine. That's when we go back to step 2. Use your physical jiu-jitsu. Cover your head, take him down, and get on top. Right? You can follow this up, this tackle part, with this phrase too, and I love this one. If you want to fight me, then I'm not scared of you. Let's say this together. If you want to fight me, then I'm not scared of you. If you don't want to fight me, then leave me alone and stop wasting my time. If you don't want to fight me, then leave me alone and stop wasting my time. So those are the 1 or 2 techniques we have in our verbal jiu-jitsu. It's the idea that, he's been calling you names all this time, and you've told the teacher, you've told him, it won't stop. You try to push this to the level so he will stop. Hey, are you challenging me to a fight? If you are, I'm not scared of you. If you don't want to fight, then leave me alone and stop wasting my time. Why are you messing around with all this kind of middle-of-the-road word stuff? Either do what you want to do or go away. You see what I mean? This is our mental jiu-jitsu. And this will usually work. None of these, they won't work. It won't always work all the time, but this will work most of the time. So, if verbally attacked, use the 3 T steps. Talk, tell, and tackle. That's rule number 3. Rule number 4 of the 5 rules of engagement. Avoid punching or kicking the bully if at all possible. Let's say this together. Avoid punching or kicking the bully if at all possible. And the reason why is because it's better to establish control and negotiate. You know what negotiate means? It means like make a deal. Okay, make a deal. So it's better to establish control. So the fight breaks out, the bully tries to hit you. You can use your jiu-jitsu, take him down, get a mount on him, and you can negotiate, make a deal. Hey, are you going to leave me alone now? You know how dogs can, sometimes dogs will fight for dominance, and one dog will take the other dog and hold him down. You ever seen that? They kind of do that to establish order. Well, it kind of works like this too. If you can take a bully down and just hold him and negotiate, you're going to leave me alone? We're cool? We're cool? All right, we're cool. That works pretty well. Jiu-jitsu can win a fight without the more violent kicks and punches. You can win a fight without ever throwing a punch or kick. Take him down, get him out. If you have to, get a submission. I'll talk about that in a minute. Sometimes kicks and punches might get you in more trouble at school. If you just took the bully down, held him down on a mount, and negotiated, everything's cool, you stand back up. That looks a lot better if you get called to the principal's office than if you got him down and beat him up really bad. He's got a bloody nose and all that. You see what I mean? So, if you just control and negotiate, it's much less likely to get you in trouble at school. It's also more likely that after this is all over, the bully might what? He might want to be your friend. Right? Hey, we cool? We cool? I'm gonna let you up. Are we cool? We're cool. Okay. All right. Can we be friends? Okay, we're friends. You see? But if you take him down and hurt him, pow, 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 he might not want to be your friend after that. You blooded his nose. You see what I mean? So that's rule number 4. Avoid punching, the kicking, or bully if possible. Establish control and negotiate. Now, what about this? We learned submissions in here, right? Arm locks, chokes. What do we do in here when we're training and when you get put in an arm lock or a choke? What do? what do?
Tap.
We tap. Good answer. We tap. Do bullies know how to tap?
No.
No. So what are you supposed to do? You get him on the ground, you try to establish control, he pushes you, you take an arm lock, let's say. What are we going to do with our submission locks? That's rule number 5. When applying submissions, use minimal force and negotiate. Let's say that together. When applying submissions, use minimal force and negotiate. Negotiate is make a deal. So the idea here is that, let's see, maybe someone's picking on me, okay, and he's bothering me. I take him down. Boom, I get on top of the bully, and we're fighting a little bit, and boom, I get this arm lock. And I apply minimal force. That means just enough to make him kind of feel it. Stretch his arm out a little bit. Hey, you gonna leave me alone? Yeah, I'll leave you alone. Are you sure? Yeah. You see what I mean? That's how you negotiate. Apply a little bit of force and make a deal. You see what I mean? You could do the same thing with the Americana lock. You get him out. Raise your hand if you know the Americana lock. Yeah, a lot of you guys. Get the Americana lock, right? Go like this. It hurts a little bit, doesn't it? Apply minimal force, just apply a little pressure. You gonna leave me alone? Yeah, okay. Are you sure? Yes. Can we be friends? Okay, all right, fine. You see what I mean? Make a little deal like that. So, the idea here is that bullies will not want to be embarrassed and get trapped back down on the ground again. Because what if you get the bully down, you get him out, you give him an Americana lock, and you negotiate. Are you going to leave me alone? Yeah, I'll leave you alone. Are you sure? Yeah. And you let him go, and you stand back up. And what if the bully lied? Could that happen? Could happen, but it's not likely to happen. If it does happen, then obviously you're going to have to do it again. But it's not likely to happen because bullies don't really want to be embarrassed. They certainly don't want to be embarrassed in front of a bunch of other kids. And they want kids who won't take up for themselves. They want you to be like just be able to walk all over you. If you could take them down and get them in Americana lock or something like that, they don't want no part of you, you see. Bullies don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want you to trap them back down on the ground again. They certainly don't want to surrender again. Okay, I'll let you go. That's embarrassing. That's not what a bully wants, you see. So for that reason, they will likely honor their agreement and they won't bother you anymore. Okay?
Yes,
so
sir.
this will help you a lot. We're going to go through them one more time. 5 rules of engagement, how to handle yourself with bullies at school. Step-by-step process. Number 1, avoid the fight if at all possible. Let's say it together. Avoid the fight if at all possible. That's number 1. Number 2, if physically attacked, defend yourself. If they come at you with something, their fist, dirt, spit, push, kick, that's all physical attack. It's okay. Defend yourself. Rule number 3, if verbally attacked with words, hey dummy, hey stupid, you're an idiot, I don't like your clothes. Okay, if that goes on and on, if verbally attacked, use the 3 T steps. Let's say it together. If verbally attacked, use the 3 T steps. Talk, tell, tackle. Talk to the bully. Hey, please quit calling me stupid. That doesn't work. Tell the teacher. If that doesn't work, use the mental Jiu Jitsu moves. Are you challenging me to a fight? Remember that one? Are you challenging me to a fight? If you want to fight me, then I'm not scared of you. If you don't want to fight me, then leave me alone and stop wasting my time. All right. Rule number 4, try to avoid punching or kicking the bully. Okay? Avoid punching or kicking the bully. If possible, take them down, establish control, and negotiate. Remember, Jiu Jitsu, when you guys know this stuff, you can win a whole fight without ever throwing a punch. It'll be a good idea to not get you in as much trouble at school. Number 5, when applying submissions, use how much force? Minimal, not maximal, right? Just a little bit of force. When applying submissions, use minimal force and negotiate. Bullies do not want to be embarrassed and get trapped back down on the ground again, and so for that reason, they will likely honor their agreement. You guys got that?
Yes, sir.
All right, on 3, bam, bam. 1, 2.